Privileged children. Alright, so, and first off, this doesn't go out to everyone. This only goes out to, like, certain people. Like, not every privileged child, every child in a family with money is included in what I'm about to say, but, like, I just want to, like, rant about it, because, it's been on my mind lately, and just thought I'd make a video about it. And so, basically, what happened is, there's, like, so where I go to school, where I live, because I live in the Bay Area, which is not a very exactly cheap place to live, and especially in the city I live in the Bay Area, it's one of the, I think it's under the top 5 in the safest places in California, therefore making everything worth way more than its market value, like all the housing is really expensive, things like that. Like, it's not exactly the most ideal place to live. So, you run into kids who are more privileged. You run into more like snobby children. There's like places nearby where the houses are bigger than like my fucking school. It's just insane. But basically, there's like kids at my school who, just because they have this money, it's like they seem to just kind of like flaunt it, it's like, and trust me, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, if you have money, you have the right to kind of flaunt it, but it's, as a kid, it's not your money to flaunt most of the time, it's like, and especially a lot of rich kids think they don't need jobs. Like me, I'm not at all privileged. I'm not as hyper privileged children. I work my ass off. I'm 17 years old, and I work way too much. I work a lot, and I have a wonderful job. I get full benefits from it, which is awesome. But I still work a lot, and I get paid a little over minimum wage, but that still doesn't cover everything to live in the area I live in. Getting paid minimum wage, even if I was working 40 hours a week, I couldn't live alone. Things like that. It's a very expensive place to live in here in the Bay Area. But anyways, these kids think it's their right also to flaunt that money, and it's really not. It's like, it's their parents' money, and they're just being handed it. And so it's like, I have like a running thing with some of my other friends who who kind of just like, they're privileged, but it's like they don't flaunt their money. So like, we have some running jokes. It's like, it's gonna be funny to see these kids try to get on in this world, because slowly this world is becoming more about your status and wealth and things like that. And so it's gonna be pretty funny to see some of these guys end up on their own, But anyways, it's like, these guys are like, well, more specifically, let me give an example. So there's this girl at my school, and she's a senior as well, just like me. And she's not to bash on her or anything. She's just not exactly the smartest tool in the shed. She's not like Ivy League genius. She's smart. She's not a dumb person. She's just not like a genius. She's normal for like a public school, She's not like over the top. She's like your typical girl. She's not over the top, but she's smart enough and she does her homework and things like that. So it's like, she's got that straight A kind of typical girl type thing. But this girl, her parents, they bought her I think it's a 3 Series BMW, and that's just insane. What 17-year-old girl needs a 3 Series BMW? Like, don't get me wrong, it's a nice car, it's not a bad car or anything, and she's not a bad person. It's just, you don't need that. My first car, which I no longer have, was a freaking, what's it called? It was a 2003 Ford Explorer Sport, and it was stick shift. It wasn't the best, but I found out recently that, soon after I bought it, I found out that it was worth actually more than I had paid for it, because there were things that weren't registered on the VIN, under the VIN thing, kind of under the table exchanges of parts and whatnot. I found out that it actually had a way better air intake, and that's why it sounded like a big truck, which was really nice. But anyways, this freaking girl, Oh my, it's just so annoying to see some of these kids like this. And some people who see this might think, oh well, it's just because you don't have that kind of money. It's like, don't get me wrong, I could have that if I want to. I work hard and it's achievable with me, just not at this age. And so it's going to be interesting to see how far she gets in life without her parents' money. And speaking of which, my girlfriend was also telling me about one of her old friends, because she wasn't originally from this area. She was from a little bit more south of where I am, and some kids at her school, it was these, I can't remember if they're twins or something, but the kid, the boy, he, for his first car, 16 years old, by the way, folks, 16 years old, this kid got this car. He got a brand new Ford Raptor truck, a Ford Raptor SVT, which for those of you who don't know is quite an expensive car. It is not a cheap car, okay? It is a Ford F-150 with, I think it's a V8 engine, like a 5.8 V8. It's insane. 6.0 V8. It's insane. You don't need that car. That car is for some major hauling. It's got the power of, for any of you guys who have ever seen the bigger Ford trucks, like F-250s, things like that. It's got the power of one of those. So it's made for like hauling major stuff, And I don't get why people need these kind of cars for their first cars. I had a fucking Lemon, for Christ's sake, for my first car. It wasn't the best car in the shed, And there's other people at my school who have these really nice cars. This one kid there's another person actually with a BMW 3 Series, and this one's all blacked out, it's all tricked out and all that. And then there's another guy with a BMW 3 Series, except his is a coupe. And, a lot of these kids are taking this for granted, and I don't hear a lot of these guys with good manners. And it's just kind of sad, because it's like, at least if you're going to spoil your child, try to, give them good manners. Like, teach them good manners, things like that, so that they're not, a-holes. Because a lot of these kids, while a lot of them are pretty nice, they're not good people to be around, because they can be assholes and douchebags. And also, this kid who got this Ford Raptor, also, they have like a private plane, things like that. It's like, it's just, I don't know. I don't mind seeing older people rich, but when I see kids of rich folk getting like spoiled like that, it just pisses me off, because me personally, I don't know. I don't really think I'll be like super duper rich, but I think I'll be rich enough to, give my children nice things, but it's gonna come at a cost. These kids are getting this at nothing. They're not getting anything required from their parents. I know someone who's almost failing high school, but his parents still give him everything he wants and whatnot, and it's just it sucks to see that, because the kid's gonna go nowhere on his own without the parents. So I just feel bad, and it kind of makes me sad to see this. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to rant about that, because it's just been pissing me off lately. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If for any reason you didn't, go ahead, and I don't mind. Like it or dislike it. If you did dislike it, though, please leave a comment down below saying what you didn't like about the video. I just like to know for self-improvement and improvement on my videos and content and everything. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and have a great day. Bye.